Welcome! Today I'm going to discuss the different types of watercolor consistencies and the best ones to use for wet-on-wet painting and how to prepare them correctly in the jars so that you get good outcomes from your paintings. So, watercolor paint comes in different formulations. You can buy it in tubes, which is good for painting on dry paper or sometimes washes. And it's good for veil painting, which I'll cover in another online video. You can buy it in cans already formulated. This is good for traveling. But if you want to paint wet on wet, you should buy Stockmar paints because they are specifically formulated for creating wet on wet paintings. Waldorf teachers use this worldwide. But I have found over the years that many really don't know how to prepare it correctly, and therefore their children's or students' paintings are coming out too washed or not well formed. So I'm going to show you now how to create perfect paints in the jar so that you'll really get good outcomes from those paintings. Stockmar colors are available in a wide variety of colors and a few different sizes. The large size is good for classroom use, 250 milliliters. If you're working at home in a homeschool, you might want to try the medium size, 50 milliliters. And if you just want to try it out for yourself, the small might be enough, and this is available in a set of 6 online. And in that set of 6, you will want to get the lemon yellow, the gold yellow, vermilion orange, carmine red, Prussian blue, and ultramarine blue. Those will be enough colors for you for quite a while. Now here's how you prepare the paints. You need to get some jars. If you can find them with a wide mouth, that makes it easy to get the brushes inside. And you need a loose fitting cap. I like baby food jars that are emptied out and cleaned if I can't find any that I think are suitable. And what you want to do is take some of your pigment from the jar, and you'll notice it's quite liquidy, and you pour a heaping tablespoon into the bottom of the jar, like that. And then you take some clean water and just add about a half an inch of water on there. Not more than that, because you want to be able to tilt the jar and get the pigment from the bottom sometimes, but also have the liquid paint on the top. Don't stir these, Waldorf teachers, just leave them as is so that the children or the painters can get to the thick paint at the bottom and still have the liquid available on the top. Now sometimes what happens, especially with the yellows, is they get contaminated with other colors, such as blue. And you can see that this yellow is kind of green. And you don't have to throw out all the paint. That would be kind of wasteful. So what you want to do is just pour out the contaminated color and then take some clean water and swish a little bit on the top of the pigment a couple of times. And then, if you need to, you can add a little more pigment to the bottom, but you may not need to. And then add just again about half an inch of clean water, and your paints will be good to go. If you store the paints in a cool place, they'll last and last. Some people even like to put them in the refrigerator when they're not using them, or store them in a cool garage, anywhere away from heat. If the paint does get a little moldy because you haven't used it for a long time, and these are natural-based paints, so they may get a little moldy, you can pour out the top as I just showed, swish clean water on, and add some more clean pigment and clean water, And again, you'll be keeping the paint for a long time this way and making good use of your materials.